Letter 30. To the Honourable Daines Barrington, Selborne, April 3rd, 1776. Dear Sir, Monsieur Hérisson, a French anatomist, seems persuaded that he has discovered the reason why cuckoos do not hatch their own eggs. The impediment, he supposes, arises from the internal structure of their parts, which incapacitates them for incubation. According to this gentleman, the crop or craw of a cuckoo does not lie before the sternum at the bottom of the neck, as in the Galinae columbae, etc., but immediately behind it, on and over the bowels, so as to make a large protuberance in the belly. Footnote: Histoire de l'Académie Royale, 1752. End footnote. Induced by this assertion, we procured a cuckoo, and cutting open the breastbone, and exposing the intestines to sight, found the crop lying as mentioned above. This stomach was large and round, and stuffed hard like a pincushion with food, which, upon nice examination, we found to consist of various insects, such as small scarabs, spiders, and dragonflies, the last of which we have seen cuckoos catching on the wing as they were just emerging out of the Aurelia state. Among this farrago also were to be seen maggots, and many seeds, which belonged either to gooseberries, currants, cranberries, or some such fruit, so that these birds apparently subsist on insects and fruits. Nor was there the least appearance of bones, feathers, or fur to support the idle notion of their being birds of prey. The sternum in this bird seemed to us to be remarkably short, between which and the anus lay the crop or craw, and immediately behind that the bowels against the backbone. It must be allowed, as this anatomist observes, that the crop placed just upon the bowels must, especially when full, be in a very uneasy situation during the business of incubation. Yet the test will be to examine whether birds that are actually known to sit for certain are not formed in a similar manner. This inquiry I propose to myself to make with a fern owl or goat-sucker, as soon as opportunity offered, because, if their information proves the same, the reason for incapacity in the cuckoo will be allowed to have been taken up somewhat hastily. Not long after, a fern owl was procured, which, from its habit and shape, we suspected might resemble the cuckoo in its internal construction. Nor were our suspicions ill-grounded, for, upon the dissection, the crop, or craw, also lay behind the sternum, immediately on the viscera, between them and the skin of the belly. It was bulky, and stuffed hard with large phalinae, moths of several sorts, and their eggs, which no doubt had been forced out of those insects by the action of swallowing. Now, as it appears that this bird, which is so well known to practice incubation, is formed in a similar manner with cuckoos, Monsieur Hérisson's conjecture that cuckoos are incapable of incubation from the disposition of their intestines seems to fall to the ground, and we are still at a loss for the cause of that strange and singular peculiarity in the instance of the Cuculus canorus. We found the case to be the same with the ringtail hawk in respect to formation, and as far as I can recollect, with the swift, and probably it is so with many more sorts of birds that are not granivorous. I am, etc.,